Saturday. We've got some team breaks tonight. Looks like we're going to have some Allen and Ginter. We've got a sold out Allen and Ginter round, and we are really close to being sold out on a couple of these mixer rounds as well. So I hope you're all enjoying watching your wild card day one here, game one. Looks like the D-backs here may pull off a little upset here in game one. They were my kind of like Cinderella pick from this round. Rangers winning against the Rays today. That was a little bit of a surprise. Tyler Glasnow couldn't shut them down. And the Twins with their first playoff win in like 18 years. How about that? I'll tell you what, even though I think they were slightly favored of the Jays in this series, I did not see that one coming. So great job. Of course, Pablo Lopez led the way in that one. So I hope everybody's having a very pleasant evening tonight. And tonight we're going to get started right away with some Allen and Ginter. Why does the live say October 4th? Does it say October 4th? Whoops. Looks like I hit the wrong date there, John Pittman. We're live now, though, right? I don't know if I can change it now. But, hey, we're live now, and I just accidentally hit the wrong date. Should have said the 3rd. Whoops. I'm trying to see if it even matters. Anyway, let's go and get started. We have some people funneling in now. I don't know how bad a mistake I made there with the wrong date. Some people may have seen that and been like, well, I guess I'll just check back tomorrow. There's not going to be any Jabs Family live stream tonight. Just a really busy day as usual in this neck of the woods. Tuesdays are one of my busiest days. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to start off with our random team break. We'll start off with G6. So G6 is going to be Allen and Ginter. It's 6 boxes. We'll take all of these names. We'll go ahead and toss them into this randomizer here, and we'll mix them up and see who gets what. We had some great luck with Allen and Ginter in this Saturday showdown. It's a Patreon-only special live stream we do now just to give an added benefit to the people that are subscribed on Patreon. So it's just some great stuff. Probably the best case of the year from, well, not the year overall, but definitely the best case of Allen and Ginter that we've had so far. So there's 31 teams in Allen and Ginter because there's the weirdo card spot that has all of the non-sports and non-baseball player cards. There's the Furkinator says, if the Marlins lose this game, I'm going to ugly cry. Owen Furco, a former student of mine who's now moved on to bigger and better things. And I remember even when the Marlins sucked, he would still wear his Marlins little zip-up sweatshirt once a week, despite their futility. And now it's paying dividends for him as he was driving that bandwagon 5 years ago. Anyway, here's the teams in G6. We've got John Roble starting it off, and he's got the Arizona Diamondbacks. Jeremy Broadwater is going to have the Atlanta Braves. John also has the Baltimore Orioles. Chris Balestrini has the Boston Red Sox. Peyton has the Cubs. Justin Oswalt, the Cincinnati Reds. Ron Roberts has the Cleveland Guardians. Brooke Zyla has the Colorado Rockies. Ron Roberts has the Chicago White Sox. Drew Baker with the Detroit Tigers. Mike Childress has the Houston Astros. Ryan Oster has the Kansas City Royals. The Angels go to Brian Ware. Then Chris Balestrini has the Dodgers. Joseph Rubery has the Miami Marlins. Joseph Rubery with Miami Marlins. Saying that again because I can't read. George Weiner gets the Milwaukee Brewers. Charles Sparks with the Minnesota Twins. Timothy Dunn gets both New York teams, the Mets and the Yankees. John Ribble with the Oakland A's. George gets the Pennsylvania teams, Philadelphia and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Then Peyton Julio gets the San Diego Padres. Robert gets the Mariners. George gets the San Francisco Giants. Joshua Cartwright gets the St. Louis Cardinals. Ryan Oster with the Tampa Bay Rays. We got Casey Vaughn getting the Texas Rangers. Brian Ware getting the Toronto Blue Jays. Justin gets the Washington Nationals. And Kevin Newman gets all the weirdo cards. All right, so are we ready to go with Allen and Ginter? Let's see if we can do it again. We had some great luck with Allen and Ginter before on Saturday. We'll see if we can get some more stuff. We had not one but two $300 autographs from just one round of this on Saturday. We had a really rare medal. First time I ever pulled a medal from this. We had a triple rip card as well in there. There was a little bit of everything going on. And before I start ripping into this, I'm going to check the payments and make sure that we're all up to date here so I can let everybody know exactly where we're at. I see Lawrence Bourbon just sent it in for break C for Detroit. So, Lawrence, I'll add you to my master list. You're on that list. By the way, if you'd like to participate in these team breaks tonight, I'll show you what's still left available. So we got Allen and Ginter. It's probably going to be the only random team round we do tonight, unless maybe Cosmic Chrome goes. Cosmic Chrome. It's 3 boxes of Cosmic Chrome. It's the last 3 I have, and then there's 2 Bowman Chromes and there's 1 Pristine box in S9. So here's what's left for tonight. So we got Allen and Ginter, which is gone right now. It's sold out. S9 has a grand total of, it could go. It has 14 spots left. And then if Allen and Ginter picks up a bunch of steam, there's another round, G7, which has like, I don't know, 27 spots left. So those will go potentially. And then there's a pick your team that we're doing in break C. This is on Patreon. To get these filled, I sold them by the team because they were kind of stalled out at like half filled. So we still have the Cubs left in break C. We also have the White Sox, Chicago White Sox, CWS. We also have both Los Angeles teams, Los Angeles Angels and Los Angeles Dodgers in break C. What else do we have here? We got the Minnesota Twins available, and all the pricing is on Patreon if you want to grab any of these teams. The Philadelphia Phillies are available. And then we have, at the bottom of this list, the St. Louis Cardinals. By the way, break C is a Bowman mixer. It has a jumbo, a hobby, and blaster boxes in play. We got Tampa Bay. We've got Texas. We've got Toronto, and we've got Washington, all up for grabs in break C. Now, break D is almost sold out. That is a mixer round. That only has a couple teams. It has the Colorado Rockies available. It has the Miami Marlins available, MIA, and it has the Pittsburgh Pirates available. Check that. There's 5 teams. I didn't see these at the bottom. We've got Toronto and Washington available as well. So there's 5 teams left there. Break E is a mixer round. That one, just a couple left. Milwaukee's available. Minnesota's available. And Washington is available. And that's it for break E. So that one will probably end up going tonight, I would imagine. Immaculate is break I. If you'd like to grab a spot in that, we have the following teams available. We have Arizona and Baltimore. We've got Cincinnati with some big Hall of Famers potentially in those. We got Colorado. We have Detroit. We got the Angels still. Los Angeles Angels. Who else do we still have? The Miami Marlins are available in the Immaculate round. We got Minnesota and New York Mets. And in addition to that, we have Oakland, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. Is that it? Is there any more? Yes, San Francisco. And we also have Tampa Bay and Washington. So that one has a lot of spots left. And then there is the Chrome blaster round here as well. That's break L4. So what we'll do is I'll just cross these out as we go along tonight. We got the Cubs. We got the Reds. We got the Cleveland. We've got Colorado. And then we'll get tripping right after this. This is the last list I have to do for you. We got Detroit. We've got Houston. We have Miami. We got Milwaukee. We've got Minnesota. The Twins with their win tonight. And then there's just a couple more. San Francisco, Tampa Bay, and Washington. So as these go, I'll just cross them off the list. But those, if you want to grab the spot, you'll get that exact team. I see break D just sold Colorado. So Colorado's off the list for break D. Joel DeLuna just grabbed that one. Joel, thank you very much. So we'll just go ahead and cross them off as they go along. And I think we'll get D and E done tonight. So if they get close within a team or two, I'll grab the extra teams so we can run those. You don't have to wait any longer. All right, so now I think I've made you wait long enough with all that clerical work. Now it's time to get to work and start breaking some of these boxes open. This is break G6. It's the 6th round of Allen and Ginter that we've opened. By the way, we'll have a jumbo pack of 2011 update in one of those mixer rounds. I'm looking forward to that. Here we go. Thank you once again, everybody, for joining us tonight. I hope you've all had a great Tuesday. And probably some of you watched a lot of baseball today. I did not get to watch any baseball. Timmy T-Tom's in the house. What's up, man? I am doing pretty well. Busy day over here. Feel like my work's never done. I still have to, after this break, I have to go and figure out all the packages that I want to order for, it's photo day tomorrow for the kids. So I got to write out checks for this photography company, choose the photo package that I want. Still have to do that. And then make sure that they have nice clothes. I have to get up nice and extra early in the morning, get all their hair washed and styled up so they look all spiffy. You know how it is, photo day. By the way, does anyone remember the old laser beams in the background? Remember that? When you were kids, if you're in your late 30s, early 40s, do you remember the laser beam backgrounds of school photo day? I think that was like my second grade picture. I thought that was so cool. There's Pichardo. That's a weirdo card hit as the first one there. All the weirdo cards in this round are going to go to spot number 31, which was for Kevin Newman. So Kevin Newman, when you saw that, probably did a little fist pump there on his couch. Like, yes. You're typically, Kevin, it's about 5 or 6 big team bags filled with cards. Steve said, if you didn't get lasers, you weren't cool. The laser beam photos were awesome. Yeah, there's Keith. Hey, Keith, can I tell them your story, by the way? Keith shared a story. Pretty nice success story. I don't know if he wants to keep it secret or not then. But, you know, Keith from the New Row Mystery Packs. Dan Bell's in his first live stream says, pumped for my first live. Thanks, man. Glad to have you here. I hope we can find some good stuff for you. Keith says, please do. So Keith sent in some bum redemptions, like 2 bum redemptions of guys you never even heard of before. And so they were expired redemptions from like 2015. Hey, look at that. Gunnar Henderson. Nice hit right there for the Baltimore Orioles. That's for John Roble. Nice. And Joe, I got Colorado. I crossed them out already. Thank you very much. But so he sent in 2 expired redemptions and they replaced them. And guess what they gave him as one of his 2 redemptions? They gave him a Prismatic Power numbered out of, I think, 99 Mike Trout autograph for some bum redemption expired auto. So if you have expired autos or redemptions for expired autos, send those in because you never know what they're just going to grab and toss into you. So that was quite a story right there. That's about a $400 card. Top's coming in clutch for Keith Newrow. And Ross wants to know, Keith, did you send them in the mail or did you redeem them online? But yeah, he sent me a little video of that nice haul. That was pretty awesome. And I was like, I actually probably have a couple expired redemptions laying around from various subscription boxes with older packs and stuff like that. Ike says, all my school photos from my 7th grade year have been destroyed with great prejudice. I'm trying to think what my worst school photo was. Is there one that stands out? Keith says that he did them online, by the way. There's Austin Hayes for the Orioles. So 2 Orioles hits in that box. Your worst ever school photo. There's one for me that really stands out. There's a weirdo silver portrait filigree. It was, I think it's my 8th grade year. My 8th grade photo. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't even know if I wanted this haircut. But I call it the comb over. That's what I'm calling it. It's the worst picture ever. Basically, what it was, so here's my head. It's all shaved on the side like this, and then it's like a part, and then like the hair goes and it like flips, and there's like a little like curly flip at the end. It's all shaved here. It looks like a comb over. So this is my face. I should be looking like that in my school picture, but it's literally, this is all shaved and it's like a comb over. Like what was I thinking? What was the barber thinking? I don't know. But that's probably my most embarrassing school photo. Anonymous says Picasso over here. Thanks. Hey, I did take art in college as an elective. I'm no Ike, but I can somewhat draw a shape that resembles a human, I guess. David says my parents were in charge of the hair. Yeah, around here, I cut my son's hair. His is pretty easy to do. I just use clippers on it. I do like a 3 on the sides and a 5 up top, and I try my best to blend it. I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks pretty good, I guess. And then my daughters they're like all little Rapunzels. Their hair is so long. Got to take them into probably take them into the mall, get their hair cut. I was going to do that before the first day of school, and I called, and they were all booked up. So probably now there's openings. Probably go maybe this weekend. That's probably what we'll do. This Sandoval guy looks pretty flashy. What's this? Some freaking fake diamonds. It's another weirdo card hit, Tom Sandoval. That goes to Kevin Newman. And we just got a Marlins sale. One of the Marlins teams just came off the board. Check that on the list here in just 1 second. Looks like Dennis Cease may have taken one of those teams off. This is comb over auction on Thursday. Yeah, it's literally a comb over that I had in 8th grade. I think my 4th and 5th grade pictures were my brace face years where I had big metal braces. My kindergarten was my missing front teeth picture. And then they stopped taking them in 9th grade. No individual pictures in 9th grade until the senior year. Did I do 2000 Tuesday? Did I not put that up yet? I thought I made that live. Axie Gaming had a big old jumbo box in there. I'm going to go check on that right now. Is it not up, the $2,000 Tuesday? Kiwi says it's up. You just missed it. So, Axie, it's up there. Justin, yours is the last box of the round. The jumbo box took the longest. So I was like, we'll save that one for the end. And look at this. Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. It's going to be a numbered autograph right here. Jim Palmer, black border framed. It's numbered to 25. 25 of 25 there. So the Orioles are having themselves a round. That is the 3rd hit. They got 2 relics and now a Jim Palmer there. Very nice. We like to see autos from Allen and Ginter. And a lot of times they give you some pretty good autos. We've still yet to hit the 2 big autos in this. The number 1 auto is the Wembanyama, who's the basketball prospect star. Caleb said, I got the shipping notification today. Excited. What did I send to you, Caleb? Was it your auction stuff? I think I actually sent all the auction stuff yesterday, so you should probably have that tomorrow. Joel says, this is my first Tuesday. Freaking stoked watching your channels. Makes collecting baseball cards fun as heck. I'll try to make it PG there in case there's kids watching, Joel, but hey, man, I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for everybody for watching the card openings. Baseball is going away here, but, well, not yet, but it's going to be going away soon, and we'll still have card openings all winter long. There's Tim Wakefield. Rest in peace. That's a short print, number 305. There's Kenny Lofton for the Texas Rangers. Kind of weird they decided to put Kenny in a Rangers uniform. Even though he played with a lot of teams, I'll always remember him as a Cleveland Indian. There's a Jordan Walker, silver filigree. We actually pulled his redemption auto on Saturday night, about an $800 card. And we'll see what else we have in the next box. 1 auto so far out of 2 boxes. We might also have a couple rip cards. Hey, Saundra, how's it going? Weekend was pretty good. I'm trying to think of what I did this weekend. I think I just kind of like, I didn't have my kids this weekend, so I mostly just stayed here and just tried to clean and did a bunch of Patreon packages and went over to my parents for a while. That was about it. But, oh yeah, we went to I picked up my kids for bonus time on Sunday. I was like, hey, can I get the kids on Sunday? I want to take them to the last Pirates game of the year. So I took the kids to the final Pirates game of the year. It was great. Yeah, I slept into 11:30 that day. You're right, Steve. Now it's coming back to me. Yeah, anything over 300 is a short print. 301 to 400 are short print cards in this. Someone said we had rain this weekend and a lot of cleaning. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do this weekend with the kiddos. I have them basically every day except for tomorrow up through Sunday. So I'm like, what, 5 out of 6 days? And I'm trying to think, what could we do? There's no more baseball games. There's no more Renaissance Festival, which I wanted to take them to. There's Jenny Langs. Actually, her name's Sarah Langs. I just made up her first name there because I had no idea who she was. John Pittman says, comb over, man. I had more gel on my spiked hair in high school. It was comical. I don't think I ever got into the gel when I was in middle school or high school. I've just always been an air dry guy, I guess. Just let my hair air dry. Timmy Tea Time with the reminder says, card show coming at Westmoreland Mall this month. I didn't see when. I think it's usually around my birthday, like at 20-something. I bet you it's the 21st, 22nd, somewhere in there. I'll check. I think they're out in Ohio this weekend, the Southern Park Mall in Youngstown. Does the Jabs family do any apple picking, says Steve. That's a good question. My mom actually has an apple tree, so she does all the apple picking. I floated the idea of maybe a corn maze this weekend to the kids, and that was a big possibility. They seem to be stoked about that. I'm going to look around and see if maybe I can find a hayride and a corn maze, I think, for this weekend. Those are always fun. I like fall, and it looks like this coming week the weather's going to get crappy, like in the 50s. There's a Webinyama. That's like a $10 card, $7 to $10. And we have a rip card. Here we go. It's an Out and Ginter rip card for G6. It's going to go to the San Diego Padres. The lucky recipient of this card is going to be Peyton Julio. So, Peyton, congratulations on that one. There's a card inside of there, Peyton. If you want me to rip it, I can rip it, and you'll get the card inside no matter what team that player is on. So, there's a Nolan Ryan autograph in there, for example. You would still get the Nolan Ryan autograph, even though he's not on the Padres, obviously. It's up to you. Although, beware, because 90% of the time, the rip cards do not live up to the hype. And in the Saturday Showdown, in one case, we had 4 rip cards. I was like, what is going on? That was actually great for us because there's more numbered cards, but there's usually only supposed to be just 2 rip cards per case. They just kept on coming. Sandra says, I ordered a couple of Out and Ginter for my October boxes. Nice. I put one of these boxes in the highest tier on Patreon this month. Brian Ware says, shoot, did it just start so I can scrub back and see who I got? We are on, this is the 3rd box in, so. Yep, if you want to, you could scroll back to the beginning and watch on like time and a half and get caught up in like, I don't know. You'll probably be all caught up within 40 minutes or whatever. That is a jumbo pack. That's going to be around, I think it's D. So we'll be opening that tonight. There's a Kyle Wright. That goes to the Atlanta Braves. Little game-used jersey action right there. There's O'Neal Cruz. I really wish he would have not gotten hurt for the Pirates. Austin Becker with a question. Says, Jabs, if, for example, you have the Padres and you get a base card, do you give us the base card or is it just the hits? That's a great question because most breakers just give you the hits. So this is the hits right here. This is what most breakers would send you, and that's it. That would probably take maybe about an hour, less than an hour to process all that. I send you everything, so I will be sending you, so far, we're only 3 boxes in, but I will send you all of these. I will sort every single one of these by the team, and that's only half of the break. So those all get sorted by the team. I team bag them all up. I wrap them up in cardboard, put them in a bubble mailer, and then I ship them to you. So you get everything because I just feel like that's the way it should be. And then also, like, because you know what? I don't want to, like, have to, like, argue about what's a hit and what's not a hit. Like, most people would consider any parallel to be a hit, like the filigrees would be, or, like, the big names like the Webinyamas I would consider hits. Short prints like a Tim Wakefield would be a hit, obviously autographs and relics, but then some people might consider like top rookies to be a hit, and then you start to kind of like think, okay, what's your definition of top rookie? Like, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna send everything. I've always sent everything in these breaks, and that's just the way we do it. Thanks, Charles. I appreciate that. You never know who the next big guy is going to be. For example, Mike Trout in 2011, his rookie card was worth like 50 cents. And look what happened to that one. Even though it's gone down significantly from its peak from a couple years ago, it's still almost a $1,000 card in a PSA 10 now. You just never know who's really going to take off. Here we go with this next box. Can we please get a freaking booklet one of these days? I feel like I've opened maybe 7 or 8 cases of Out and Ginter and have yet to pull a booklet. There's a Walker Buehler. That one goes to the Dodgers. Is that Webby? Or should I call him Wemby? Yep. Kiwi says, Jabs, you're closing on 70 million views on YouTube. That's a pretty good effort. Man, I didn't even realize. That's crazy. That is, let's That's a lot of videos too. I think we're over 3,000 videos that I've made. When you make a video every day for years, I guess they add up for sure. And I just appreciate all of you guys watching day in and day out. Ross says there's a 400 plus table card show October 14th to 15th on Long Island. Are you considering making the drive? I don't know. I don't have my kids that weekend, so I could. It's a possibility. I don't really like taking trips by myself. I get bored real easily, so I don't know. I used to take trips by myself to go to baseball games and stuff like years ago, and I'll tell you what, sometimes I get so bored. It's tempting. We'll see. Kiwi says it's 140 times New Zealand's population. Look at this, another rip card. It's for the Detroit Tigers. It's Javi Baez. What's with all the rip cards in these Allen and Ginter cases I have here? There's only supposed to be 2. There's already 2 in the first 4 boxes. This might be another 4 or 5 rip card case. Detroit Tigers, Drew Baker. Drew Baker has that one. If you want me to rip it, Drew, I will. Otherwise, I'll just send it to you. And that card's probably worth $60 or so in that unripped condition. If you rip it and you don't get anything good in it, you know, you lose all that value. But I don't know. We'll see. Caleb says, I'm ripping that one. Caleb, not a big Javi Baez fan, I take it. Javi Baez, not a very good player this year. Pretty terrible. The man of myth, the legend says, Jazz, my friend signed up for your Patreon, but he's having some problems right now with his PayPal. Can I make a payment for him on his address and notes or other way to pay? If he's on Patreon and he wants to buy into the break, you can just pay for him and then put his address in the notes section. Yeah, you can do that if that's what you're talking about. You can definitely do that if he wants to get into the break tonight. Sometimes, sometimes stuff acts up like that. Let's see what we have. There's these little frickin' minis. By the way, I sent all of the Saturday Showdown stuff past 2 days, and man, these minis, I literally picked every single mini out because they were driving me nuts. I took them all out and put them in their own team bags. So Pack Wars and Nick D, you'll have all these little tiny mini bags coming. There's Luis Ariz, the batting champ. Back-to-back years in the AL and NL. And there he is, Pack Wars. So yeah, you probably saw the shipping notification. So your package, your whole case of Allen and Ginter is coming. Big old large flat rate box. It's on its way to you right now. But yeah, the minis are a pain in the butt. They are. You'll see what I did with them. I put them all together so you don't have to, like, you have to go through and sort and take every mini out. I already did that for you. And it was driving me nuts. It's because, like, I was like, I hate this because I wanted to fit all of your case within 3 of those. I don't know if you're on the $99 tier or not, but I wanted to fit 3 of those in those, everything in the 3 boxes, which should have been able to be done. But the minis were making the packs too fat, so I took them all out and put them in on the side. They fit nicely on the side, so you'll see what I did. It worked out perfectly. Let's see what else we can have. In this next one, box number 5, Ross says, Wade Boggs wants $70 for an autograph at a show and $120 for signing jerseys. That's what you get. When you're a Hall of Famer, I guess, you can really charge whatever you want. Now, that his $70 for Wade Boggs auto, if I'm being honest with you, a Wade Boggs autograph baseball, if I had to guess what it goes for, I would guess it goes for $50. So, I mean, you're not even getting a COA with that, right? It's almost like you're just throwing money away. But that is kind of high. I guess he figures that since he never got to sign like a $100 million contract because he played his best years in the 80s and early 90s before the big contracts came in, he might as well make money somehow, even though he's set for life right now anyway. All right, so let me go ahead, by the way, and get Dennis Cease put into D. His payment came over. So break D is coming up soon. We got D and E going tonight for sure. Those just have 3 teams each. D has Pittsburgh, Toronto, and Washington left. E has Milwaukee, Minnesota, and Washington left. So D and E up for grabs next. If you want those, we'll be doing those 2 breaks next. Also, S9, if you want to get in on that, we can maybe get S9 going tonight as well. That's Cosmic Chrome. Also, along with Cosmic Chrome, there's Bowman Chrome in there as well, and a pristine hobby box, which that's like a $425 box. When is tonight's upload, says Yankee Rock. I already uploaded it. It's not. Some people haven't seen it yet. I put it up at like 10 o'clock. I've got a late start. You know what? I'll do better tomorrow. I'll get you your boombox video up nice and early. I'm planning on filming that as soon as it comes in because tomorrow is soccer day. My daughter has a soccer game, so I plan on being there. And so what I'll probably do is just film that video as soon as I get home from work. There's Shunjin Ryu for the Toronto Blue Jays. I look forward to those boxes, those boombox openings. Sometimes there's some big pools in there. I don't know if there's going to be another Adley Black out of 72 rookie in there, but we'll see. Ike says, my lord, the drama I'm dealing with right now for a Nolan Ryan auto because he's decided not to sign artwork anymore? What? Nolan Ryan's not signing artwork anymore? Why? So how do you do that? You're going to have to go like... You have to do like a cut auto on that. I guess you could do a cut auto. You could frame it and then have a cut auto at the bottom, like framed up. But that really stinks. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out Ike's work yet, if you're new to the channel, he does awesome work. Is it ikesartstudio.com, Ike? Feel free to drop a link to your website so anyone new around here that is not familiar with Ike can check your stuff out. I think he's got some openings on his schedule right now. If you'd like something painted, like a really cool card or really anything, he can take care of you. Austin, remember when Bauer threw a ball from the mound to center field? Yeah, right in front of Terry Francona being taken out of the game. That was out in Kansas City. Here's an autograph. It's a weird auto, Jonathan Valena. Speaking of Trevor Bauer, by the way, I didn't see this, but I was watching a podcast today called Louder with Crowder, and they talked about it, and I was like, really? Trevor Bauer, he dropped the screenshots, all the proof, completely innocent. He was being extorted, all the proof. Trevor Bauer has been exonerated, and he wasn't allowed to say anything until all the legal proceedings were done. But it's all done now, and there's just texts of the woman that accused him, like literally saying, this is how much he's worth. His net worth is 51 mil. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to extort him. And it was, he was absolutely framed. Dennis Cease, by the way, just set me straight that I screwed up. It was an L4, so Dennis, thank you very much. I'm glad you're watching right now. Sometimes when I'm multitasking, I screw up. Yeah, she should be arrested for sure and thrown in jail for, man, completely assassinated his character. He never even beat her up. She had someone else do it and tried to frame her. Casey, you watch it too? Nice. That's my go-to on my lunch break. And by the way, there's Ike saying if you're interested in checking him out, go ahead and check him out. And he's always taking more work. Jackie Roach just grabbed, I think, all three remaining teams. So I think Jackie Roach just sold out E. Let me check it out. It says remaining 3 teams in E. Washington, Minnesota, and Milwaukee. And if they're sold out, put me wherever it's needed. Jackie Roach comes into the rescue and saves Break E. Jackie, thank you very much. So Break E is all sold out now. Jackie, thank you very much. We'll go ahead and take care of this. Dan Bell's been a Mug Club member for years. Nice. I actually went down to Houston last year and saw him for a comedy show. It was a whirlwind. Flew down, was there for a couple hours, and flew back. Actually won the tickets for free. Didn't even have to pay for the tickets, and the airfare was paid for and everything. Won a contest from him. Actually says, do you think that Crim Auto for my box is an error, just bad QC? I'll have to look at it again. Austin says that 150K, you should do a card room tour. Yeah, I should. I'll clean it up. But that's not a bad idea. There's Joey Votto, future Hall of Famer. No auto on the card. I'll have to go back and look at that. That's weird. Might have a little error card there. Or, I don't know. Ezekiel Tovar. And here we go with this next one. An autoless auto. That's strange. I wonder if he becomes a big star, if that would be worth a bunch of extra money because of it. I don't know. How did that pass quality? How did it get by me? I didn't even notice it. Sometimes I just get to rolling and talking, and I miss stuff like that. Here's the last box of this round. We may have another round of Allen Ginter if it picks up a lot of steam. We'll see. Looks like a relic in this stack. Yeah, I think maybe I just thought it was a regular blue. Honestly. D-backs win, says White Sox Tom. I'm going to have to go back and look at that now. Wild card round, the games are best of 3, so if D-backs win tomorrow, they're into the next round, into the division series, and there's a nice one. Ricky Henderson, game used bat. One of the greatest of all time for the Oakland A's. I liked Ricky Henderson a lot. He was he's probably one of my top 10 favorite guys in the 90s, which is saying something because back then, probably most of those guys were on the Pirates. Corbin Carroll with the homer. That'll help his stock some more. He's also going to win the Rookie of the Year award for sure. Corbin Burns pitched like crap, says Larry. Yeah, and Brandon Woodruff's not around to save the day now. Woodruff with a shoulder injury. Looks like he is going to be out this entire round and maybe for the whole playoffs. Caleb says hot box in the next round and get to break now. It's guaranteed, Caleb. Yep, guaranteed. The second half of this case is hot box worthy. There's one hot box per case, unless they screwed up, but it's almost always there. And there's a nice auto, 500 home run club member, Gary Sheffield, Milwaukee Brewers. So in his Brew Crew uniform right there in the early days. I like that one. Corey Over just became a Patreon member. Thank you very much. And I see also a payment came in from Jason Snyder. I'll get that taken care of in a second. There's a Matt Holliday, Jackson Holliday's Pops on the silver filigree. I think it's a short print too. Let's see what we've got going. So yeah, if you want to grab spots in G7, I will guarantee a hot box in that round because it's the second one of the case. I think there's 3 spots sold in there right now. So Jason Snyder is grabbing for Troy Fedina for S9. So Troy, S9 just picked up a spot. Thanks. I'll put you in there. So S9, that might go tonight if that gets a little more action. That's now down to 13 spots left. Thank you, Jason, for helping Troy get that paid. Noah Nelson just grabbed one in the pristine round. So Noah Nelson in P3. I'm looking forward to opening some more pristine. We haven't opened it in a little while. I don't know if that one's going to go tonight, but if it does, that'll be a fun one to do. If not, we'll try to run it next week, and if it continues to just stall, we'll go ahead and do it. Pick your team. So you'll get a random team if you're already into the random teams, and then, you know, maybe hopefully you get one of the good teams, which would be like the Diamondbacks or the Baltimore Orioles, or a team like that with some big rookies. Joe asks, what's left in break D? You got Pittsburgh, Toronto, Washington, and Miami in break D. Scotty Tuati says, I never received anything from 99. Hey, Scotty Tuati, let me know what your name is. I could check it out right now for you. Like, what's your real name? I'll go and take a look because all the 99s were shipped in August. And also the September packages went out here at the end of the month. There's a David Ortiz, Scott Lieberman. All right, let's see what we have for Lieberman. There's Adley Rutschman Adley Rushman, that's a nice one. This has been a great round for the Arizona Diamondbacks. So, nice one right there. Arizona Diamondbacks, or not, did I say Diamondbacks? I'm trying to multitask here. I meant the Orioles, you know that. Scott Lieberman, like the name there. So, there's 2 left, Scott Lieberman and Justin Lynch, that I need to get for 99 that I'm seeing. So, you are in there. I have you in there. I don't know why it's showing up as unsent, but you and Justin Lynch, I do have it, and it's on my list, and I don't know why that didn't get sent. It's literally those only 2. So the way it works, I'll cover up your addresses there, but you can see that it says like I can't do it without showing your address. Anyway, so it says like Scotty Too Hottie, you're right there, and Justin Lynch. See those 2? Like these 2 are from August, and the September start right there. So you're on the list for the 99s. And I don't know why those 2 didn't go for August. I probably, you know what? I bet you signed up near the end of the month, and I put you aside to like do a double package with some like a bonus or 2 put in there. There's a Juan Soto. And I probably just put it off the side and totally forgot about it. So I apologize about that. Scotty and Justin Lynch, you 2 guys, I'm going to give you guys an extra... I'll give you guys an extra blaster box. So instead of getting 4 blasters, like you should get, I'll give you an extra blaster. So we'll get you taken care of. Thanks for letting me know. That's always the best way to, get in touch with me, is just get in here and let me know. So got to take care of Justin. Got to take care of Scott Lieberman, and probably the best time for me to do that. I'm trying to think when I'll have some free time. Don't have the kids tomorrow. That's my only day off from the kids this week. So I'll try to do it tomorrow. So Scotty Too Hottie, 99, Justin Lynch. Whenever I have the kids, I don't really work on the YouTube stuff that much. Like when they go to bed, yeah. But like during the waking hours, we're always doing stuff. Frog's off to sleep. Austin says, I signed up for the Cubs in round E. What do I get? You get all the Cubs in round E. So there's 10 boxes. Every single Cub player will go to you. Casey says, you do need an assistant. I do. I 100% do. That would really free things up. So you already saw like all the cards I have to sort from just 3 boxes. That's double now. It takes a long time to do all that. And sometimes there's, 2 Wanderers box toppers in here. These are all the box toppers in this round. Sometimes some stuff gets just put on the back burner because I'm trying so hard to, keep up with this or that. But usually can get it all done. But every now and then somebody falls through the cracks, and then I appreciate you just reminding me. All right, so break G6 is in the books. We're going to go now into the mixer round. I'll introduce all the boxes. This is going to be mixer round E. Hey, Austin, with a super chat right there. Thanks, man. And by the way, if we get another Allen and Ginter going tonight, it will have a hot box in play, which a hot box is where every single card is one of those rainbow foils. So let me grab the boxes in break D, and then we'll go ahead and run the randomizer here. Or check that, break E. Break D's almost sold out. All right. So we'll have a box of Pristine. $425 box right there. We love those boxes. Good old 3 and 2. Haven't seen those in a long time on the channel. We've got a lottery ticket boxes in here. We've got a 2022 Allen Ginter, so we'll go back to 2022. There's a clearly authentic box in there. We've got a chrome monster box. No, that's a mega box. It's one of those Mickey Mantle boxes. Got a Bowman box, and we also have a good old Chronicles box in there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's your 10 boxes. So first things first, we have to randomize these spots in break E. So let me get back into random.org, and we'll randomize these spots right now and mix them all up and get you all a team. Then we'll rip open all the boxes Actually, you know what? We don't even have to do that. This isn't a random round. We already sold all these spots. I forgot. I'll just tell you what teams you have just to remind you. So here we go in break E. It's going to be right there. We have Paul Coffin with the Diamondbacks. Justin Williams has the Atlanta Braves. Ryan Oster will have the Baltimore Orioles. Joshua has the Boston Red Sox. Austin Becker got the Cubs. Ron Roberts has the Reds. Timothy Dunn has the Cleveland Guardians. Faba's got the Rockies. Richard has the White Sox. Laurie Grant has the Detroit Tigers. Junk Stocks has the Houston Astros. Phillip has the Kansas City Royals. Nicholas has the Angels. Drew Baker has the Dodgers. Shannon Stratton has the Miami Marlins. Milwaukee goes to Jackie along with Minnesota. Travis Williams has the Mets. John Strong with the Yankees. William Reyes has the Oakland A's. Ron Roberts with the Phillies. Junk Stocks has the Pirates. Watts Capital has San Diego. James Richards has the Seattle Mariners. Brian Jackson has San Francisco. Dan Schultz with St. Louis. Faba has Tampa Bay. Travis has Texas. Robert Chase has Toronto. And the last team, Jackie Roach, goes to the Washington Nationals. All right, so here we go. We'll start off with the least valuable of these boxes. Well, I guess that's debatable. That Mickey Mantle box, I think, is a $20 box as well. Actually, that Mantle box is probably the least one. He said, did someone spike your prime? I don't know why I've misspoken a couple times tonight, other than I'm just super tired. Maybe that has something to do with it. I need to start getting to bed earlier. I think Ron Roberts just came in to save break D and give it a nice little push over the finish line. I think so, Bri. Yeah. Let's check on that right now. Let's check on that. For the break G, by the way, picked up some spots. Looks like a bunch of spots, actually. Let me read them off so that you know that we got him. Caleb grabbed a spot. Caleb Brashaw in break G7. Joshua Linebarger. He gave it a big jolt. He grabbed 4 spots. So Joshua Linebarger with 4 spots in break G7. Thanks, Josh. Ryan Oster helping out break G7 with 2 spots. Logan Stewart with a spot in G7. Jeremy Broadwater with a spot in G7. Ron Roberts grabbed 2 spots in break D. He picked up the Pirates. And he also picked up the Toronto Blue Jays. So just to refresh here before we start ripping through this, Pirates and Blue Jays just got picked up from break D, which leaves the Washington and the Miami Marlins. And break G27 just has fallen from 27 spots left available down to, if my math is correct, 31 minus 12 sold, 19 spots left. So 19 spots left there. And I think that's everything. Now we'll go ahead and get back to this break, which is break E. So let me put your little placard on the screen right there. I think Joel DeLuna just grabbed one in D as well. Here, look at that. Lionel James out of 199. First hit. Always nice to find a hit in a blaster box. It would be extra nice. Man, another hit. Ricardo Perez, 2 numbered cards in a blaster box. I'll tell you, you could buy a hobby box and you'd be lucky to get 2 numbered cards. You'd probably get 2 numbered cards, but those hobby boxes, when they came out, were $300 for maybe like 2 numbered cards and an autograph. John says, can I change my spot and break C to the Angels? John Pittman, I don't even know what spot you have. What did you even have? I don't know what the difference in price would be or anything like that. I see you have the Rockies. You'd have to pay the difference there because the Angels are definitely going to be more than the Rockies. But yeah, we could let you do that, but it's gonna. I mean, it's an upcharge. Unless it was unless you were a random team and you were signed, I would prefer that you not do that so it doesn't set precedent. Brian Ware grabbed one in G7, got it, and Joel DeLuna grabbed one in D, the Nationals. So Joel, thank you very much. That just leaves the hapless Miami Marlins. Nobody wants them. for break D. I mean, I'll take them so break D can go. Mickey Mantle's next. I wonder what team's going to get all these cards. These all go to the Yankees spot. Mickey Mantle, 2021 Topps. There's the 62, the 61, and there's, what's that, 1955, 1957. When do these normally get shipped? Usually as soon as I get them all sorted out. Last week, a lot of it has to depend on how many rounds there are. Like sometimes there might be like, I don't know, 7 rounds, 8, 10 rounds we do. That'll take a week. But sometimes there might only be 4 or 5 rounds. I can get those done in a few days. Starling Marte is going to be the hit for the Miami Marlins. How about that one? This one is going to go to Marlins owner Shannon Stratton. Gets that one. So Shannon picking up the Marlins gets that. Congratulations on that one. And somebody said that, yeah, the Akatak says, did you see somebody pulled a redemption for the Adley Rutschman Rookie of the Year favorites 1 of 1 that I pulled in a video? What's going on with the 1 of 1s, by the way? Topps really screwed up with those. I guess there's been multiple 1 of 1s put in, and that's why they're buying them back. So I pulled a 1 of 1 Adley Rutschman Rookie of the Year favorites. And I guess now there's a redemption out there for it as well. Weird stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if one of them's signed and one of them isn't. I haven't really seen it yet. Here's the Topps Chrome update box. Q says you pulled a Bowman and it was meant to be a redemption. I don't even know. Someone's going to have to, like, make a video on it to show me. Brian says they did 95 duplicate 1 of 1s. I heard 96, but, you know, even 1 duplicate 1 of 1 is a big mess up. Sometimes, by the way, you can find an autograph in these Chrome boxes. I think that for $50 a box, what they're charging for these, you should get an auto in every box. Jonathan India is probably the best card in there, rookie card. Purple hot box, or purple parallel. Here's the Archive Signature Series active player. Be nice to pull a big name out of this one. Let's see if we can get a J-Rod. It's going to be Mitch Haniger out of 56 going to the Mariners. Mariners take that one home. What do we do next? Let's do Chronicles. Just 6 packs in this box. By the way, 2011 update's getting opened up next because Break D is just about sold out. Here we go. Ross says, I thought the other 1 of 1 was not autographed. You put. I can't remember. Honestly, there's a short of it I think I made, didn't I? Looks like Albert Artiga just grabbed one in G7. So G7, which is guaranteed to have a hot box, is still filling. That's down to, I think, like 17 spots now. We might get that one going tonight. The curfew tonight, by the way, is 12:30, but I don't think we'll have any trouble with running too long tonight. Usually like to get 5 hours sleep at least. That's like the minimum I can sleep and still be able to function just fine the next day. So if I get to bed at 5, or if I get to bed at 12:30, I'll be able to get 5 hours of sleep. Good old Chronicles from Panini. What do we got here? This is the last year they could put active players in there. Let's see what else we can find. And we have something here. It's going to be a redemption of Vidal Brujan. So that one's going to go to Tampa Bay. Little hit there. There's Gavin Sheets. Showtime. It's a relic. Shohei Ohtani to 99. Very nice. An Ohtani game-used jersey card there for the Angels. That's a nice card. Anytime you get an Ohtani hit, I know he's hurt, so his cards have dropped in value a bit, but he's still, I would say he's the face of baseball right now, even though, you know, Ronald Acuna Jr. is making a really big push to take that from him. I hope that the Braves do well in the playoffs and Acuna just absolutely rakes and shines. Acuna is such an electric player. He could really be a great face of baseball. He's got the flashiness and everything. There's Seiya Suzuki rookie auto right there for the Cubs. Nice player there, Seiya Suzuki. And I think that's the 3rd hit. And we got Brendan Donovan. Actually, there's another hit right there. So 3 autos and a relic. Brendan Donovan right there. Jimmy Brado says, I've only done a half dozen team breaks since I joined Patreon. Every time, though, I'm shocked and quite amazed at how fast they're sorted and shipped. You don't wait long at all for your cards. Thanks, man. Like I said, any free time I get, I don't have free time because I sort those cards really quickly because I've run into stuff in the past where it's just built up on me, and it's a terrible feeling to be behind, and like I have like 30 people like leave me a message like, where's my package at? From 3 weeks ago or whatever. So I just decided I'm gonna just get it done as soon as I possibly can for every break and try to get them all done in less than a week. So that's always my goal, is to have everything shipped. There's a weirdo hit there, weirdo box topper for the, that'll end up going to the Oakland A's since there's no weirdo card spot this round. So I just decided before I do I do that for the auctions too, or at least I try to get it shipped before I do the next one. I think that's a good kind of goal. Like, don't do it. Like, if I don't have these shipped, I can't do another auction. Same thing with the team breaks. But this is 2022, so we're going back a year here in Allen and Ginter. I had a case of this on the shelf, sitting back in the corner, left over from last year. So I figured let's toss one of these boxes in. 2022, so you have J-Rods and Bobby Witts. There'll be 3 hits in this. It's basically the same type of, product as 2023. You got the minis and everything still going. And hey, look at that. It is showtime for the folks in break E. Another one right there. So the Angels owner, which is Nicholas Vitale's, got to be happy with that. You have not one but 2 Shohei Ohtani relics. A nice red border, team color match border of Ohtani right there. Joel says, you sent the Saturday auctions out already? I'm just wondering. Yep, it's all sent. Everything from Saturday was sent today. I think the only one that didn't get sent yesterday was Nick's. Nick L. And I saved his because I had to put his Face-Off Friday in there with it. So everything from Sunday in the auction was sent Monday, the very next day. So you should probably have it tomorrow. Paradise says, I was thinking about buying some cards on Amazon. They have 2022 Chrome Blasters for 25. Should I maybe buy a couple of those? Or I would say Chrome Blasters for 25 is probably still too much. That product is really bad. The checklist is bad. There's no short prints in it. And me personally, I would stay away from it. But if you just want to open it to go after maybe a O'Neal Cruz rookie card, that's about it, because Wander Franco is the other good rookie in there, and he's no longer a good rookie. There's J-Rod. So it's O'Neal Cruz. There's no J-Rod. There's no Bobby Witt. There's no Torkelson. There's a Jesse Winker auto for the Reds. Nice auto hit there. Josh is looking for that Walker redemption. It'll be there soon. I sent yours yesterday, man. That was in a box war win, so your stuff sent out yesterday. You'll probably have it tomorrow. Looks like we have a relic hit there. Yep. Josh L. pulled a Jordan Walker $800 redemption out of a Bowman Chrome box. Looks like we have a super chat coming in there. Thank you very much. Trying to look at it here. It's like not showing on my phone that well. I can see that it's from Dan Bell. Looks like a super sticker with a number 1. Dan Bell with a $10 super chat. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the channel, and I'm glad you could join us tonight. Number 1 super sticker to celebrate his first super chat donation on the live stream. I appreciate that again, man. Thank you so much. And look at this. Holy cow, Mike Trout. What a box. So the hits in this box, these 2 cards were in this same box. A Mike Trout and a Shohei Ohtani in the same Allen and Ginter box. That is for Nick Vitale, and he is pumped. He said, get some. There you go, man. Those relics are probably worth, like, what, $30 a piece? That's pretty sweet. Good stuff right there. If I were you, I'd just keep those in my PC. Very, very nice. And they're both have the red border. It's like a team color match going on. Let's do this lottery ticket next. Hey, Ghostface is in the house. What's up, man? And we've got Garrett Anderson, and that is going to Nick Vitale as well in his Angels uniform. Next, we've got 3 and 2, which will have 3 cards and 2 slabbed up cards, along with the green holiday. You're killing it, man. We have first up, it's going to be Henry Davis, number to 15 for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the other slab is going to be a 5 relic card of Owen Murphy out of 8, and that one will go to the Atlanta Braves. So Braves, Pirates with hits there. And we have that little 3-card pack we got to check out as well. I always like to keep these slabs separate. By the way, if you're ever stacking slabs like those one-touches, don't put them together because they'll scratch. So whenever I'm putting these in the box, I always make sure there's like just base paper cards in between them so they don't rub together. And if I ever do have to send 2 slabs together, I always put them in team bags so they don't get scratched up. Out of 25, Cepeda right there for St. Louis Cardinals, and Chipper Jones is in there as well out of 50 for the Atlanta Braves. Last box this round, it's going to be pristine. Keith says, yeah, you got to get a few more patches on that card. 5's not nearly enough. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Kiwi says, I bag mine up. Yeah, it's a good idea. Like, if you do any, like, stuff with Archive Signature Series, you got to put all those in team bags. So whenever I sort them out, that's the way I always put them in team bags so they don't get scuffed up. Here we go. You'll have one kind of like not top-loaded, but one-touch encased card in each of these. The first one's going to be a Kyle Schwarber Going, Gone autograph. That's a sweet card right there. It is numbered out of 75 for the Philadelphia Phillies to get us going into this round. Also got Max Castillo there. That'll be numbered to 75 for the Kansas City Royals. Then we have our base pack here. Bryce Harper's in there. Good old Bly Madris, former Pirate. Next one up. Got break E coming up next. Or check that D coming up next, which will have that 2011 update pack. There's a Corey Kluber. The Klubot, as they used to call him in Cleveland because he was almost robotic with his precision accuracy. There's Gabriel Moreno and Caleb Killian. And in our base pack, we got anything crazy. There's a green. I do that all the time with colors. I don't know if I have a problem with blue and green, but that's a blue. Mike Trout to 75. And Francisco Alvarez in there. We've got Shane Bieber. There's good old Biebs out of 50 for the Cleveland Guardians. There's supposed to be, what, 3 autographs per box? I've seen 1 so far. Gregory Soto is numbered to 99. Did you put in for Gilda this year? I'm sure it's expensive. I haven't heard anything about it yet. So I buy cases from 3 different people. And I haven't heard anything from any of them yet. It's always interesting, too, how their prices differ. Like, I'm like, okay, I see who's trying to rip me off this week. Sometimes their prices will differ like $150 a case. So usually I got one guy that gives me retail stuff, and then 2 guys that do hobby stuff. I guess it's all about when they lock in their prices. If they get them pre-sale, they're always like $100 cheaper per case than if you go on the reorder. And there's our next autograph. It's Jose Miranda. Going to be a nice patch auto right there for the Minnesota Twins. It is not numbered, but a nice Twins hit right there. So the Twins get that one. And in our base pack, we'll see if we have anything crazy in there. Esteury Ruiz had 67 stolen bases this year. Not too bad. Q says, the amount you buy, you better get a good deal. Well, there's, it's what they have to pay. Carlos Correa right there. It's what they pay, plus they take a markup too. But they don't, obviously I never know what that markup is. Shohei Ohtani's in there, and Babe Ruth. Here's the last one from this round. Autograph, it's going to be Caleb Killian. It's going to be an orange, numbered 225 for the Cubbies. And in our last pack, we've got Ezekiel Tovar with a Brett Beatty team color match out of 25. Good old the triple packs from Pristine. Forgot how annoying this could be. All right, so that's it for Pristine. Let me go ahead and put these slabs in the box so they're not up against each other, so they don't get scuffed up. And we're going to move on to Break D, which has a 2011 Topps Update pack in it. This should be pretty nice. Now, the Angels were a random team. So the person that got the Angels was, I think, Faba, and he just got lucky enough to be randomized there. And Joel DeLuna with a $10 super chat says, let's celebrate the first super chat on a live stream. Joel, thank you very much. So a couple $10 super chats tonight. Thanks, guys, for the support. I really appreciate that. Very kind of you. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream out there. And I'm enjoying it. I love opening this these mixers with the variation. It's always fun to do, for sure. And we're going to do another mixer right now. But before we do that, I have to read off a couple payments that came in just so I can verify that we got it and let you know. Keith Gidry grabbed 2 spots in G7. And Drew Baker grabbed a spot as well. So now this that was 19. It was actually 27 at the beginning. It looks like it had no chance to go. And it is now dropped from 27 down to, looks like 14 spots. It's a little over half sold. G7 is the other round to get around. It's guaranteed to have a hot box. All right, here's the teams in Break D. It's all sold out except for the Miami Marlins. So the Marlins I'll take. If anybody wants them at any time, just go ahead and grab them. But here are all of the teams. Let me go ahead and zoom in on this list. Right there, it's Break D, Brian Jackson. Just as a reminder, you have the Diamondbacks. Ron Roberts has the Atlanta Braves. Shannon Stratton has the Baltimore Orioles. Robert McGill will have the Boston Red Sox. Julio Blanco's got the Cubs. Samuel Hitt with the Cincinnati Reds. Justin Carey has the Cleveland Guardians. Joel DeLuna has the Rockies. We got Sean McCarthy getting the Chicago White Sox. Watts Capital has the Detroit Tigers. Lori Grant with the Houston Astros. Philip DeLeo has the Kansas City Royals. Faba's got the Angels. So you got the Mike Trout possibility. Joseph Lawson has the Dodgers. The Marlins are still open. Steve Z's got the Milwaukee Brewers. Dan Kurzawa has the Minnesota Twins. Faba has the Mets. The Yankees go to Nicholas V, who had a great round last round. But Ryan has the Oakland A's. James Richards has the Phillies. Ron Roberts with the Pittsburgh Pirates. William Reyes has the San Diego Padres. Ron Roberts with the Seattle Mariners. Faba has the San Francisco Giants. Dan Schultz with St. Louis. Then we've got Tampa Bay Rays going to John Pittman. Nicholas Vitale has Texas. Ron Roberts has the Toronto Blue Jays. And Joel DeLuna has the Washington Nationals. So as a reminder, those are your teams in this next round. This is Break E. It will have, wait, check that, Break D. Keep mixing these two up. So here we go. Let me introduce all the boxes in this round to you. We've already shown you the first pack. It's the 2011 Topps Update Jumbo pack right there. In addition to that, there is, let me go grab the case. It's out in the hallway. We got hobby boxes of Stadium Club from 2022, along with the Platinum Anniversary hobby box from 2022. A couple blaster boxes in here from 2023. Looks like there's 3 of those guys. We've got some of our lottery ticket boxes in play as well. Archive Signature Series, which we love so much. There's a mega box of Topps Holiday from 2020. And the Marlins have just been picked up by Sean Barold. Ball Card Rippin has taken them. Thank you very much. This round is completely sold out. I'll get you added to the list. Ball Card Ripping with the Marlins. Thanks, man. Completely sold out. Ellie De La Cruz opportunity there. So we'll start off with this box. The holiday box. See what we can find in this one. There's a guaranteed relic. See, it says Mizzy asks first. For the Marlins? Did he ask for the Marlins? Actually, it's already been paid for, so Mizzy, sorry about that. What did he say? I don't even see. I see a couple people said it, but the payment from Ball Card Rippin already came in, so he's got them. Sorry about that, Mizzy, but thanks for, trying to take those for us. Ron Roberts just grabbed 2 for G7, which that puts that one even closer to going now. We're going to see if G7 goes tonight. Let's go ahead and get ripping with this one, break D. Start off with the Topps holiday stuff here. Let me make sure Noah Nelson. Did I get Noah Nelson? I didn't get Noah Nelson, so Noah Nelson's in there as well. In G7. Casey Vaughn is in G7 as well. So, wow, that's down to like 10 spots left. G7 is getting close. I would say that goes next. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that, man. Should have a hot box in G7. All right, let's see if we can find from Holiday. Good old Holiday, looking for the relic or sometimes an autograph. Also, potentially could have a short print in there. They flip them upside down for you. So there's one, Ronald Acuna Jr., the Blizzard. Photo variation right there. Get that one sleeved up for the Braves. That's a nice one. And there's the hit. It's Andrew Benintendi right there. That's going to be our hit. Got Josh Donaldson. That's a short print right there. Lawrence says, switch me from G7. He wants to move out of G. There's Luis Robert. Do you want to move out of G7 to C or from C to G7, Lawrence? Let me know what you want to do in the chat so I can get a little bit better idea of what exactly you're asking for. All right, so there's that first stack done. G7 is picking up steam here. So the way, Lawrence, you worded it, I think confused me. It says it's supposed to be 2 G7 from C. Okay, so Lawrence Bourbon will take care of you and move you into C, or move you into G7. And Dale Baker grabbed 2 in G7. There's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 7 spots left in G7. So that's getting real close to going. Here's the Platinum Anniversary. Timmy says my head hurts. Lawrence, we got it figured out. There's going to be one autograph in this next box. There will also be some numbered cards in here as well. Usually about 6 numbered cards in the Platinum Anniversary boxes. Looks like we might have a good box here where they're all facing the same way except for the numbered cards, which is a rarity. Definitely take that for sure. All right, let's see what we can find here. All right, we got a blue. It's going to be Colton Wong. That's numbered to 199. Jim Rice refractor. I love it when these are going all the same way. There's a Babe Ruth numbered to just 25. The Boston Red Sox on the orange wave refractor. We got Rick Farrell numbered to 100 on the red toil. And no autograph in this side of the box. By the way, I think I got to just check for a second here because G7 is, there's some activity going on there with payments coming in. I don't want to oversell it. All right, so Christopher Walker just grabbed 2 spots in it. And Josh Linebarger grabbed 2 spots left in it as well. There's now 3 spots left. And that, check that, there might be less than that because I think another payment just came in. No one else, it's sold out. It's sold out. G7 is sold out. Robert McGill, I got your 2. And then the last spot went to Noah Nelson. So G7's all sold out. We're doing that one next. That was a, man, that one went from 27 spots open to 0 spots left pretty quickly there. So thanks, guys, for getting that one filled. We'll be opening that here right after this round. and hoping that we can find something big in there. I'm hoping for a hot box. Should be. Yep, we got it, Robert. We just barely made it. Just in the nick of time. Steve says, so much for getting to bed earlier. We'll still get to bed by the 12:30 curfew, I think. The I want to get there will probably be a 30-minute round. 6 boxes, probably. I think we'll be okay for the 12:30 curfew. Jackie Roach just grabbed one in G7. There's the autograph. Almost missed it because it's blue on blue. Yvonne Castillo for the Kansas City Royals. Another Babe Ruth parallel of 250 yellow Ray Wave. Jackie, G7 sold out, but G8 is filling out. Put you in that one. That one will probably end up being moved to next week. Pedro Martinez on the Rose Gold, number to 75. Backward says, fastest break sold in the industry. You price all breaks fair and in every price point. Great job, Jeb. Thanks, man. Packwards, thanks for the support. And I really appreciate you watching tonight. Packwars with a big Saturday Showdown win. Let's do a couple of these blasters now. I don't think I've seen a case as good as... Was that Packwars case that was... I think it was your case. I haven't seen a case as good as yours yet from Alan and Ginter. We got a Series 2 blaster here, so if you hate the Stars of MLB cards, you might want to look away for the next minute. Is that a legendary or a home field advantage card, though? Maybe. That'd be nice if it was. From a blaster box, we'll take that. Also, we have the 2011 update pack to open in this round, so that's coming up soon. Packward says it was amazing. I had to watch the video twice just in amazement. Yeah, that was a crazy case. I couldn't believe all the stuff in there. Oh, it's just a freaking Verlander card. So the Saturday Showdown Box Wars, we had a freaking crazy case of Alan and Ginter. There's the Sunny Gray. I'll save your eyes and not flip over the Stars of MLB cards for you. If they're numbered, they'd be numbered on the back. It's rare they're numbered, but they can be. Usually they're out of something low, like out of 25. Thanks, Dom. By the way, Dom, I'll get your auction payment sent over when I do Maddie's stuff here. I got you both in the same file, so I haven't sent it yet. I'm waiting on to finish Maddie P stuff, but if I get some time, I could send it over tomorrow since yours is closed out. You're just in the same spreadsheet. Let's do this one here. Bowman. We'll finish Maddie P's stuff up on Thursday night. We have a couple other ones as well to do. Consignments. Let's see what we have in the Bowman box here. Backwards says everyone has to jump into the Patreon box wars. It's incredible. Yeah, it's fun, and there's a lot less traffic around there too, so instead of like 277 to 300 people, I think we have like 30 people in there. So it's just limited to Patreon members, so there's way less. So you can definitely always get my attention there. I try to read all the comments here, but sometimes I might miss stuff. Just when I'm, looking at the cards and everything, I try to read as many as I can. All right, here we go with the Bowman box. The last Bowman box we had 2 numbered cards in it. This one, I don't think is going to have any. Usually I could see him coming down the way. There's a Lunar Glow right there of Zach Geloff. Just looks like it's all base and chromes in here. That's one of those disappointing Bowman boxes, unfortunately. Got a chrome box. See if we can hit a Ronald Acuna Jr. or Shohei Ohtani in this. We might be able to. You never know. Casey says, the last 4 Bowman blasters I've opened have been like that. There was kind of like a conspiracy theory going around that Bowman blasters were loaded, like front-loaded, if that makes any sense. Like the first rounds of them that went out were packed with great stuff. I don't know if that's true or not, or if it just seemed that way. Unfortunately, nothing in that chrome box worth too much. Let's do the Stadium Club next. This has 2 autos in it. This is last year's Stadium Club. The new Stadium Club is due out in about a week or 2. So stay tuned for that. I think it comes out mid-October. I think there's Mike Trout box topper going to the Angels. Dream It Card says I got the September Patreon package today, got the $51 box, and pulled a Corbin Carroll relic out of it. Thanks, Jabs. Out of the Series 2 packs. Nice. Yeah, I figured that on the $51 tier, you guys would be getting some good hits this time because I put those jumbo packs in there, so like 33% of you should be getting a hit. So I was like, do I really want to send you a Series 2 blaster again? Because I've already sent that to you. So I made the default package the jumbo packs, which are, I mean, it's basically the same cost for me. The jumbo packs cost me the same as the blaster boxes, so it was no big deal. And I figured, well, this way, you know, the blasters, you can get those numbered cards in there. But with these jumbo packs, 1 out of 3 will have a hit. Let's see what we can have in this Stadium Club box. Red foils, those aren't all that rare at all. Red and black foils, 1 every other pack or so. Let's see what we can find. There's the autograph. It's John Heasley for the Kansas City Royals. So the Royals get 2 hits this round. There's another auto. It's Tony Santillan. So two autos that early. Very nice. Dream It says, did you get my email about address on the team break? It's the same on the name Jake. I did not. Jake. Dream It. Jake Stimson, right? Yeah, I think you paid without an address or something like that. I don't know. I sent it to Jake Stimson's. I had a Jake Stimson saved in my contacts, so I sent it there. Why, did it get sent back to me or something? I don't know what happened there, man, but I remember that you were Dream It, and I remember sending it to you. I remember what happened. So, like, when I type in Dream It, like, nothing came up, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? And then I was like, do I do one word and type Dream It? And, like, nothing would come up, and I couldn't find it. So I just sent it to you. I was like, all right, Jake Stimson. I remember him. You didn't get it yet. Well, I'm glad you said something because I definitely sent it. But there's an issue with, like, not being able to find the payment at all. Like, I had the cards with Dream It on it, but I was like, okay, I literally can't find an address for it. I just showed you. I typed it in and nothing comes up for it. Let me go and search my history and see if I can track it down for you, Jake. Hey, it might be in like a local processing center, like in your zip code. It's going to be delivered tomorrow or something like that. Let's see if we can find out. I remember having an issue with that. I'm pretty sure I shipped it. Let's see what we can find in this other stack here. There's the J-Rod. We'll get that one sleeved up. It's his rookie card. He had a great season this year. Stan the Man Musial. That one will be numbered on the foil card. It's numbered out of just 25. Packwar says, your boxes seem to be very loaded usually when the first cases you open and they appear to be stacked. Do you feel you get better hits from certain distributors? That's a good question. I don't know. I get all of my stuff from the same distributor. So there's these different distributors. I go from the same distributor, and I don't know if they're front-loaded or not. There's Carlos Santana right there. Jake, it says your package was delivered. I'll give you the details. It says it was delivered yesterday. There's Seth Beer red foil. I'll put it on the screen here so you can see in a minute. But yeah, Dream It. I'll show you here in a second. These are just all base cards. We already got the hit. So the 2 hits, 2 autographs. So there's the rest of those. We have 2 boxes left to do this round. It's going to be the 2022 Bowman round along with the jumbo pack there. But Jake, here you go, man. I'll hide your address there. You can see it says Jake. It says delivered to Ogden, Utah, and there's the tracking number. You can screenshot that and read that. But it says it delivered to you, Dream It, aka Jake, on Monday, which would have been yesterday. Time to look for Ellie De La Cruz in this round. And then we have this bad boy. Will we find another Trout rookie? Conejo says, I got my $51 Patreon package yesterday. Thank you for the fast shipping. You're welcome. Sorry that it took me like till the very end of the month to get those out. It's just this month I kind of got bogged down with some various things. Just Patreon packages. I was like, okay, I'll get to them. I was ready to ship them. I looked up. It's the end of the month already. Hey, there we go. Ellie De La Cruz. I'm going to try to get them out. As soon as I get my hands on some 2011 update hobby boxes, I'll be getting those in the mail. There's the Wander Franco. There's a blue Luis Gonzalez to 150 for the Orioles. We got a purple of Andre Lara right there out of 199 for the Nationals. Keith got his binder yesterday from the auction. Very good stuff. Nice stuff from Justin Harris, as always, and Diego Velasquez there as well. I got some more mystery binders from Jason Simon. I haven't put them on sale yet because I need some more information. I need to get, like, the average return, the high, the low, that kind of stuff. After the Scooters mystery packs, any kind of, like, mystery packs like that again, we have to, like, get a little more information just so we can give you the, you know, give you a little more clarity with what you're buying into. Also, I'm going to have to ask for, like, a seller's guarantee. Like, what happens if a customer's not happy? Like, do you have a full refund guarantee or anything like that? Axie Gaming with is that a $20 super chat from Axie? It is. Very nice. Axie, thank you very much for the super chat with the baseball emojis. Justin McIntyre. I appreciate that, man. Freeman says, it's true, I got your Patreon pack yesterday, but I didn't get the break. I got the Astros in Colorado. Not a huge deal. Let me see again, Jake. So, I don't know, man. Now I see two different addresses for you. I see Jake Stimson. One starts with 1120, and another one starts with 1487 here. So I wonder if I sent it to an old address. I just typed in Jake Stimson, and which one's the right one? Ball Card's getting his tomorrow. Nice. You also have your auction stuff, by the way. Oh, you're the one that yours is delayed. So yours was like the last one of the night, and I put it off to the side, and I didn't put it on the sleeving table. And so when I took everything downstairs to ship, that was not there. I just noticed it sitting there. There's Joey Votto out of 25. So we'll get that sent out tomorrow. 1120 is the right one. So this must be the wrong one. I sent one to 1487, and it was delivered. That was probably the one. So here it is, Jake. Maybe this is the one you need. 1487. There's the code you need. It was delivered on Monday the 25th. Then that, I bet you that is the team break that you're missing. I don't know if you can, like, I don't know if you have forwarding on that one or whatever. Was there any great cards in there, Jake? Do you remember what you had in that team break? Because that really sucks. But like I showed you, I couldn't. There's no address coming up for whatever reason. And you know, I can work with you. Some freaking weirdo probably has your package and like opened it up. It's like, oh look, baseball cards. I remember collecting these when I was a kid. Whoever lives in your old address now. You would think if you got a package from somebody you didn't realize it was addressed to somebody else that you would just send it back. That happened to me about a month ago. actually Amazon sent me someone else's package, and I freaking opened it because I'm always ordering stuff from Amazon. And I'm like, what the heck is this? It was like these weird like string mood lights that you hang around your room. So, and there's like these like some kind of like supplement vitamins. And I'm like, what is this? And then I looked at the name. It was like a name that was started with a J-A like mine, but they lived on the other side of town. So I went and I drove it over to their house. They had a big, long driveway. They had a dog out front barking. So I didn't go up to the house. I put it in a bag in case it rained that night. And I put it at the end of their driveway, like right in the middle of the driveway too. So they would have to stop and pick it up and they wouldn't miss it. Brian Bayo is going to be the hit in this one. It's numbered to 150. A nice blue Brian Bayo right there. You get 1 auto per box in these 2022s. There's Khalil Watson. He was a big one back in the day. So no Ellie De La Cruz auto in here, unfortunately. We'll finish this one off. And we actually have these two that we got to do, these lottery ticket boxes. Let's check these guys out. Signature Series, Bobby Dalbec gets us going there, numbered 82 for the Boston Red Sox. But that's not all. We also have a Signature Series Retired Player Edition. And it is going to be a good one. Steve Garvey with a weird placement of his signature right over some other text. Like, I don't know why he couldn't sign, like, it would have been cool if he would have signed on the bat, like going up that way, or I guess the most logical spot would just to be like to sign right there, but put it down there. But still a nice one, numbered out of just 11. Ball Card says, have they announced the Rookie of the Year yet, or any of the awards? Those come out after the postseason. MLB does it on purpose to kind of try to get some hype in the offseason. Like, no one's talking about baseball in November, so it's their way to try to stay relevant. So they wait till after the World Series so people have something to talk about. Here we go, 2011 update. We're looking for Mike Trout again. We'll see what we can find. Mike Trout will be a nice one, obviously. You also have a chance for Jose Altuve, Anthony Rizzo, Charlie Blackmon, J.D. Martinez. It's a bunch of good rookies in this. Eric Hosmer. Here's the good stuff. Man, this would be nice. Let's see. We've got Jose Bautista, Cognac. Jay Bruce is going to be the gold, so that stinks. We're hoping for Mike Trout gold. We got a Diamond Anniversary, Gerald Laird. And an autograph of John Jay. That's a nice one right there. So that's 1 in 10 chance of an autograph going to the St. Louis Cardinals. So that's the autograph from the jumbo box. We're looking for the Carlos Beltran. That is the indicator. Hey, you got Altuve in this, so the Houston Astros get their future Hall of Fame rookie hit. But no Mike Trout in that pack, unfortunately. So thanks for everybody for participating in Break D. And we've got one more break to do tonight, and that is going to be the Allen and Ginter round 2. Get this stuff put in this box here. Should have a hot box in here because we did half the case. Did not find one. So this is break G7 right now. This is the last one of the night. And then I'll be heading off to bed. And this, hopefully, is going to be a bonkers case. We'll see what happens here. Let me get the list randomizer fired up. Dream It says, don't sweat it. I don't care where any of my Astros cards went. All right, man. Sorry about that. Like I said, I couldn't find your address when I typed in Dream It. Like I typed it in 2 different ways, and nothing came up. So I remembered you were Jake Stimson, and so I looked up your address in my address book, and that's what I had. So I just sent it. But hey, whoever got it must have really liked the Houston Astros if they didn't just try to forward it on. So here we go, all of these names. Robert's spelled wrong. Let's fix that. All right, here we go. Mix them up. Randomizing for G7. There's 31 teams. The 31st team is the weirdo card spot, which is actually the most valuable and best spot to have in Allen and Ginter. That goes to Christopher Walker. And Keith Guidry's got the top spot. Let's go ahead and read them all off. Dream It says, you are the most honest breaker I know. Thanks, man. I do make mistakes sometimes, but I'm never trying to, you know, do anything shady or anything like that. It's, if there's ever like an issue with someone not getting their cards, it's usually just an honest mistake, or it just gets sent to the wrong address, like with what happened to you. And a lot of times it's because some folks just don't have the right address put in on Patreon or on PayPal or Patreon. So here we go. We got Keith Guidry. You've got the Arizona Diamondbacks and also the Atlanta Braves. Albert has the Baltimore Orioles. Lawrence has the Boston Red Sox. Ron Roberts has the Cubs and the Reds. Caleb has the Cleveland Guardians. Jeremy Broadwater has the Colorado Rockies. Josh has the White Sox. Logan Stewart has the Detroit Tigers. George Weiner has the Houston Astros. Dale Baker has the Kansas City Royals. Josh has the Angels. Drew Baker has the Dodgers. Noah Nelson has the Miami Marlins. Joshua Cartwright has the Milwaukee Brewers. Robert McGill has the Minnesota Twins. Noah has the Mets. Ryan Oster has the Yankees. And then we have Josh Linebarger getting the Oakland A's. George Weiner has the Philadelphia Phillies. Robert McGill has the Pittsburgh Pirates. Josh has a run here of the Padres, Mariners, and the Giants. Casey has the St. Louis Cardinals. Christopher Walker has Tampa Bay. Brian Ware has the Texas Rangers. Ryan Oster has Toronto. Dale Baker has Washington. And Christopher Walker has all the weirdo cards. All right, so there should be a hot box in here. And we're hopeful that maybe we can find something crazy. Maybe a nice, crazy, thick relic of a dinosaur bone or a piece of who knows what. Let's see what we can find. We should have a hot box in one of these. So here we go. Let's get all these other boxes out here of the case. Just stack them all up so we can have a visual of how many boxes are left. There we go. There is a grand total of, make a little pyramid there, 6 boxes in this round. And my garbage can is really overflowing. It's real bad. Press that down a little bit and maybe get through it tonight without having to change it. Brian says, come on, hot box. I promised a hot box. I hope they didn't screw up and not put one in this case. I don't think this is a hot box. I don't feel like... It is! It is a hot box. Jeez. That tells you how much I know about the tactile feel of cards. It's a hot box to start things off. There it is. Very, very nice. Shannon says, I upgraded from 51 to 99 about 2 weeks before the end of September. Do you know if mine has shipped? I didn't think about it. I can try to look for you and give you an idea and see what's going on. 99 would be a priority mail shipping box. I can see if I have any priority mail boxes with your name on them en route. Hot box cards, very nice. Got the rainbow foil. Every single base card is hot boxed up. The minis are not, and the inserts are not. There's the Lance McCullers Jr. is the first hit. Let's see, Shannon Stratton. I've got something shipped to you, but it's 12 ounces, so that wouldn't be your Patreon package. Let me go back and see what we have here. So I'm looking at the $99 tier right now, and let me check and see. I see it. It is waiting to be shipped. We have Steve, David, and Shannon Stratton signed up at the end of the month. So I'll get that shipped to you along with Scotty Tuatti's and Justin Lynch's double one. I'll get that shipped out soon. I'll try to work on those tomorrow. Like I said, it's the only day I don't have my kids for the next 6 days or whatever. So that's going to be my big opportunity. Sorry about that. I'll get you an extra pack put in there for the delay. Extra hobby pack. Let's see what else we can have in this hot box. One hit so far on Lance McCullers Jr. I really want to find a booklet in this. I haven't found a booklet yet. In like 7 cases. So I've probably opened like 100 boxes of this. Dreamer says, if anyone he's here for the first time, Jab is the best breaker on YouTube. Thanks, man. I've watched him for years. He's always treated me and everyone else right. Please subscribe and like all his videos. Thanks, Dreamer. I appreciate the kind words, man. Let's see what else we've got here. Nice. Riley Green. Riley Green. And by the way, that's the best way to get in touch with me, too. Just get with me in a live stream and just say, hey, what's going on with this or that? That's out of 25. I get so many emails that most of them honestly just go unread because they just get buried. So what Shannon did there, that's the best way to do it. A lot of times just like, okay, get that taken care of tomorrow. Here we go with this next one. One of these days I'll hire an assistant that can like comb through the emails and everything and sort it all out. You have all the PayPal receipts coming in and the shipping notifications. Every time I ship a package, those go in there and just really clutters up the email. Nadal Hotbox base card's a nice one. That's the #2 best autograph in this. Behind the Wembanyama. I would love to find a Rafael Nadal auto. Let's see what we've got, and there is Wembanyama, the best base card you can find in a Hotbox parallel. I think someone said that's a $100 card last time I pulled it. So that's a great weirdo card hit there. Hall of Famer Dave Winfield, game-used bat for the Minnesota Twins. Nice one right there. Always like Hall of Fame hits. So a Riley Green autograph along with the Dave Winfield. There's a Joey Votto silver foil filigree right there. Mizzy says, can we work out me sending you inventory for auction? Yeah, Mizzy. Now, Mizzy, I know that you know your stuff and you know what I know that you know what I like to auction off. So I would trust you just to send it over if you're good with the split and everything. You could send me an email just to confirm. I don't know if I'll see the email, honestly, but I don't like cards like quarter box cards. Like we had an auction not that long ago that I felt like it looked like somebody just bought a bunch of 10-cent boxes and just put them all into team breaks or team bags, and I was like, oh boy. I didn't even go through them. I did one of them and I was like, these are all 10-cent cards. I'm not going to spend hours going all through these. You know, so cards that are worth $10, $20, $30, $40 a piece. People like that kind of stuff. But when it's all like quarter cards or 50-cent cards, I'm not a big fan of those consignments. I mean, we get those, and usually what I do with those is instead of just selling them for $1 a piece, I just put them in big lots and sell them for 20 or 30 bucks. Let's see what else we can have. Shannon Stratton, you have a 2021 Chrome box. Let me add that to the list. Did I ever get in touch with you about that? 2021 Chrome box. Let me add that to my list here. 2021 Chrome, Shannon Stratton. I'll just put that with your Patreon package. 21 Chrome box. Usually what happens is people will get with me, I'll just add it right to their little card that I put in your breaks. There's Rafael Palmeiro, silver filigree. Good old Rafael Palmeiro. Joshua says, Jazz was the person that got me into collecting. Thank you so much, Jazz, for your support and giving me the best hobby ever. Thanks very much for the kind words. Glaber Day right there. Glaber Torres. For the Yankees. I just think it's cool that I get to open baseball cards every single day. This is like my childhood dream. It's fun to open cards for sure, and it's fun to watch cards being opened. Brian says, am I the only crazy one that loves the weirdo cards like the only in minis? Some people go crazy for these weirdo cards. Shannon says, thanks again. Love the breaks, and Patreon's got some great stuff the last couple months. Thanks, Shannon. Hopefully everyone got maybe at least a good hit or two this month. You know, like not every package is going to hit for sure. We see that happen all the time. There's Wembanyama right there. I got to get that one sleeved up. Let's see what else we have. There's the hit. It's going to be a weirdo Ermsey. This one might be worth a lot of money because he's some sort of pop artist, I guess. Ermsey. I don't know if he's any Picasso, but what does that go for? An Ermsey autograph? That's why people like the weirdo card spot, because you could pull a card like that, which is worth a ton of money, or you could pull a Wembanyama or a Nadal, or Robert Kraft is another, I guess, big name in this, or Robert De Niro auto, or Kevin Hart. Those, all the top autos in Allen Ginter would be in the non-baseball weirdo card spot. And there's so many cards on the checklist. That's why they get their own spot. Hugh says he's no Ike's Art Studio, that's for sure. Yeah, Ermsey couldn't hold a... What's it? Couldn't hold a candle to Ike? I don't even know what that old saying is. Let's see what we have in this next stack. Giant Buddha. I don't know if I've seen that mini before. 120 on his auto, says Keith. Thanks for looking that up. Winning Girl also looked it up. 120. Thanks for doing the research for me. That's a pretty good auto then. 120 bucks. There's Dustin Pedroia. I wonder if Dustin Pedroia would have been a Hall of Famer if not for Manny Machado chopping off his legs. Machado did a dirty slide and took Pedroia out and basically ruined his knees, and it ended his career. Pedroia played sparingly for 3 seasons and just could not ever get right again. I feel like Pedroia, if he would have played for enough years, he could have had a shot at the Hall of Fame. Because remember, he was really good for a while there. They called him the Laser Show. He was... What was his best year? Like 07? Now I feel like I want to do a little research on Dustin Pedroia. It's been a while. He'll never be a Hall of Famer just because he didn't play long enough because of the injury. 51.9 WAR, which is wins above replacement. That's pretty good. That's better than Don Mattingly. That's decent, but not quite Hall of Fame worthy. So his career ended at age 33 for all intents and purposes, thanks to Manny Machado. He's only 33 years old when he was taken out, and then he only played 9 more games the rest of his career. 299 career average. Yeah, so if he could have played 7 more years, he might actually still be playing right now. Like, we might be like, you know how we're having Adam Wainwright's farewell season and Miguel Cabrera? You might be looking at Dustin Pedroia right now. He would be what? That was, be like almost 40 years old. Might be about it for him. And we'd be looking at him as a Hall of Famer. But instead, he won't get there. He'll be eligible to be on the Hall of Fame ballot, I think, in 2024. Because you have to wait 5 years. He played his last game in 2019. What happened for Machado for doing it? Nothing. I don't think anything happened to him. I think maybe they like revised the rules and stuff like that about slides and whatever. But Machado, as you recall, was somewhat of a dirty player at times. Remember, he threw his bat at, is that Yordan Ventura? Yordan Ventura, he threw his bat at him. There's a Fowler, Dean Fowler, game use jersey. He buys into our breaks. Just kidding. It's Chris Fowler. Let's see who else is here. So the Fun in the Sun card. That's a 15 card set. That would be an easy one to put together, I think. Nothing else there. Yeah, 2008 was Dustin Pedroia's best year. He won the MVP that year. All right, let's see what we have in this next box. Next stack from the box. Haven't seen any Brooklyn back cards in a long time. I only pulled one of those from all these cases so far. There's Josh Bell in his Guardians Day. Machado threw his bat at a bod. Why am I thinking Yordano Ventura? I think he got into a dust-up with Ventura, too, didn't he? But yeah, I think you're right on the Fernando Abad. It was so long ago, like, just everything's starting to blend together. Pretty sure that him and Ventura got into it, because I remember Ventura ended up passing away like that off season. He charged Ventura a few years later. Yeah, maybe Machado has calmed down a bit. Maybe he's gotten a little more mature. I haven't really seen too much about him in terms of him being a jerk recently. Trout got into it with Ventura. Ventura may have been a hothead too. I feel like I remember Ventura did like to pitch inside a lot, and he was not afraid to back down from anybody. And some batters took exception to that, obviously. But you can't let him get too comfortable in the box. There's John Kruk, silver filigree. There's Mike Trout right there, Trouty. That's a short print, by the way. Card number 359. Thought that card looked different. We got Lefko, another weirdo relic. Adam Lefko, who's a sportscaster. So you get a piece of his, I don't even know what kind of shirt is that? Piece of his, like, undershirt. There's Clayton Kershaw, silver filigree. End of an era in Cleveland. To all the Indians fan out there, we are blessed to have had Tito Santana as our manager. Tito Francona, right? Yeah, it's pretty crazy that Terry Francona had a great career in baseball. You know, his playing days and through his managerial success with the Boston Red Sox, and then he kept it going in Cleveland. It may have been a tie relic. You're probably right on that. I don't know. Some kind of weird silkish material. Probably was a tie relic. I'm looking for some big hits here in these last three boxes. We got the hot box from this round already. It was the first box. And now I'm just hoping we can find one more big hit. I'd really like to find a Nadal or Wembanyama or Robert De Niro, Kevin Hart. Even a Robert Kraft auto is like $400, I think. He's the owner of the New England Patriots. They decided to, for whatever reason, give him a card in this. Let's see what we've got. Oscar Colas right there. And Montplaisir, man, so many weirdo relics in this. Miles Montplaisir, content creator. Looks like he might be also a construction worker, and they cut a piece of his fluorescent yellow jacket there. Is that Wemby? Yes, it is. Yeah, that is a very, very, that's like 1991 Fleer yellow on that relic. Next one up. He says Robert Kraft has been in previous football autos. Is Robert Kraft, is he like the George Steinbrenner of football? Like that legendary owner that's been around forever? Like, why is his autograph worth $400? There's that mini, not want to be shown. Another mini that's flipped upside down. He's a billionaire, says Kiwi. And we have our third rip card from the case. It's Reggie Jackson. That one's going to go to the Oakland A's, which will be for Josh Linebarger. So, Josh, you're probably like, crap, I got the freaking Oakland A's. But it turns out to be okay there because you get a $65 to $70 rip card. Which, you know, if I'm giving you any advice, I'm telling you not to rip it and just sell it and take that $70 and flip it into, you know, something else that you want. Nice Mr. October rip card. And like I said, that's the third one we found. There's only supposed to be 2 per case. I don't know if I just have like hot cases here with a whole bunch of extra rip cards or what, but this case has had 3 so far, and there's a chance that there could be a 4th because there's 2 boxes left here as we march on past midnight. And we've got Zach Wheeler. It's going to be the next hit. Kiwi says, I've seen a lot of rip cards in this product come out this year. Do you think they upped the amount of rip cards that they're putting in there? What do you think it costs them to make a rip card? Like, does that card cost like a quarter from them to make or something like that? Because really it's just a mini in there, and the mini probably costs them a cent to make. So if most of the rip cards are just minis, it's probably cheaper to put those in rather than autographs or even relics. I don't know what it costs to make a relic, but the autographs usually cost the most because they gotta compensate the players for their autos. That's why a lot of time you see rookie autos in many products, because rookies don't really charge that much at all. It's basically like, hey, you're a rookie, you're gonna sign like 1,000 autographs for I don't know what they get, $5 an auto or something like that. Who knows? Next box up. Yeah, I don't know how many. You could probably figure out how many rip cards they made because they're all numbered, right? Isn't there a checklist of how many rip cards there are in the set? There should be. And I think they're all numbered to 99. You got a relic in this one that's going to be green. Biggest hits in a rip card would be a metal, which they're limited to 3. One of those wood grains, which I think are limited to 25. Or a one-of-a-kind sketch card, which I would assume is hopefully numbered 1 of 1. There's also an opportunity for red ink autographs, which are numbered to 10. And we found one of those already. Saw a Corbin number to 14. Also, conspiracy theories, the lower the rip card is, the better your chance of finding a good hit inside. There's Jose Altuve, game used bat, future Hall of Famer right there. I mean, I think we saw the autograph come out of our lowest numbered rip card when I did 10 rip cards. Here we go with this next one. I think there was a double rip card numbered out of something super low and had the autograph in there. Unfortunately, no triple rip cards tonight. Metal, wood, and sketch. They're stained glass and triples, but they sell for less than the rip card. See, the stained glass minis are nice. You can also find those in these packs, too, just kind of chilling in your regular pack. Be nice to find one of those. Stained glass minis. We found Pack Wars, I think, one of those just in the middle of a pack. Let's see what we can find on this one. And then we've got another stack and a box left. We got an in action. So this is a case hit right here. It's going to be a Riley Green rookie case hit in action. There's actually 2 of those per case. They've actually gone down in price a lot. We found one on Saturday and looked it up, and it was worth like freaking $9. It was a Rafael Devers, though, so the rookie Riley Green might be worth a little more. There is Paul Molitor right there. Very nice. Packwar says, so in the Box Wars video, you can hear the light making a noise. It's when LED lights are about to burn out. Be careful. They can be dangerous. Man, thanks for the heads up. Yeah, here it is. This is what I was using in the Saturday Night Box Wars. All of a sudden, it started making a really weird sound, a sound I'd never heard before. It was like a hissing / ocean sound. I don't know what it was. It was really weird. And then I started to smell something. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to unplug this light. And so we went for, it was luckily near the end of the live stream. So the last like 10, 15 minutes of the Patreon only live stream was with 50% light just from the one side. Because I didn't want a fire to break out or anything like that. And so put that light bulb out, and I had a backup light out in the garage. I just went and grabbed that one, and that's what we're using today. Just fine. All right, we've got, I think, 3 hits left. There should be 1 more in this stack because we got 2 out of this box and then 3 in the next, and then that's it for tonight on this Team Break Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow with a boombox video. There's Reese Hoskins. $500 worth of boom boxes. And then I think on Thursday I'm going to do a jumbo box of 2003 Topps traded. I haven't decided if I should do that myself or if I should, you know, take a sponsor on for that one. I don't know if they're all going to stick together or not. That's what I'm afraid of. Those early 2000 boxes are very dangerous to open, I feel like, because they can be sticky. Here's the last box of the night. And let's see what we've got. Looking for some last pack magic in here. Or last box magic. Here we go. Three more hits. Wait a minute. This is a super thick pack. All right, so if you take a look at this, I almost couldn't pick the pack up because it was so thick. Take a look at the difference in thickness. This pack is like 2.5 times to 3 times as thick as the regular pack. So we got something in here. It's either going to be a booklet or a giant relic, or it could be a miswrap where there's like 3 packs in one. That sometimes happens. So we got something going here. Maybe a dinosaur bone, maybe a piece of some famous musician's memorabilia. What do you think? Well, that's going to be the last pack of the night. So stay tuned. It's going to get interesting. I love it when that happens. Titi Tom thinks it's going to be a musical instrument relic. It's going to be like another freaking mandolin or something like that. We'll find out here in just 2 more stacks, which is probably the equivalent of like 2 minutes or so. Philly G Stakes is a fishing weight. Go ahead and get your guesses in on what kind of relic that is. I'm going to guess that it is. So we've done a couple of those. We had tumbling blocks and a mandolin. I'm going to guess. Okay, it's really thick. Like, there's no give to the pack at all. It's like a brick. So I don't think it's a miswrap. I feel like it's got to be like, I'm going to guess. Bongos is a great guess right there. Something definitely super rigid in there. I'm guessing it's probably going to be a musical instrument. What kind of musical instrument? I don't know. I guess I'll have to just guess. There's a Justin Turner. I'm going to guess a piece of a guitar. I'm going to guess a guitar relic. Piece of wood in there. Hey, Gamers is right there with me. Chipper Jones. Hey, I might be able to make that into a short too if it's something cool. Shohei Ohtani batting. I wish. That'd be great. This be Chris says, I took my 10-year-old to the Phillies game tonight. The stadium was electric. Nice, man. That's awesome. That's a memory he won't soon forget. Welcome back. I saw the Phillies were winning. They're up like 4-1 when I started the live stream, so I assume they held on. Keith thinks it might finally be the world's smallest violin, like a full violin. Wouldn't that be interesting if it's an actual working instrument that you could like actually play it? Strum the whatever it is. What is this? It says git. Is that an error? It's a Ray. What is this crap? Comedian, actor, lover, like what? Lover? It says git. It's a piece of paper. I don't get it. Very interesting, weird stuff right there. And we're down to our last pack. Oh, we got a Randy Johnson in action card right there. That's another case hit. Very nice. Yeah, it's probably some sort of joke. That probably the worst relic ever that you can get. All right. So here we go. Are you ready? This is the last pack of the night. We have a super thick pack here of Allen and Ginter to wrap this break up. I think it's going to be some sort of relic. It is going to be it's a lute. So I guess the guitar, we have a piece of a lute right there. I don't know if they give us any information on what kind of, or where this came from, like who played this instrument. It is a genuine lute right there. So for you music fans out there, that's numbered to 98. And it's a nice thick card hit right there of a lute. So another thick pack produces a lute. Timmy Tea Time was right on that one. I wonder what that goes for, by the way, on eBay. So that one's going to go to Christopher Walker on this one to end the night. So that'll do it. Thank you very much for watching. I don't know what that's worth. It might actually be worth like $50 or something, but not a booklet. That's what I was hoping to see. But maybe next time in the next thick pack. Why is it so thick? Probably because there's a big piece of wood in there, I guess. And they had to put in a super thick card to make it fit. Before we go, I have to show you these. So let's open these up. Almost forgot about the box toppers. And then it'll be time for me to run upstairs, brush my teeth, go to bed, get my 5 hours of sleep, get up nice and early, wash all the kids' hair, get them all dressed up for picture day, fill out those picture forms, write checks out, and get them sent off to school. Let's see what we have here. There's Vladdy, Juan Soto, Bryce Harper, Justin Verlander, Mike Trout, and a Bob Gibson right there as well. And that will end it for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the $500 worth of boom boxes that we'll be opening up in the standalone video. So have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.